Welcome to Day 7 of the Remedies for Fatigue series, the final practice of the week. Let's begin on the mat, where hands on knees will do some gentle circles, going one way, warming up the spine, warming up the hips. Reverse the circle, put your shoulders into it, loosen up the joints, taking deep breaths and long exhales out. We're going to come up into Adho Mukha, down face dog. And we're going to activate the meridians running up the arms and legs by dialing our hands away from each other with pressure in all 10 fingerprints and the toes, ankles, and hips rotating ever so slightly inward, opening the pelvis left to right. Deep breath here. And as you exhale out, we're coming down to tabletop, getting lined up, where we'll do a couple of quick cat-cows, loosening up the spine, activating the meridians, and releasing anxiety and fatigue. This is your chance to use Ujjayi breath, the slow susurration sound in the back of your throat as you draw your breath in, and then exhale long and deeply out. Rocking back on the heels with a nice toe squat behind and arms extended out in a pranam with backs of your hands on the mat, palms up towards the ceiling. We'll take long, slow, deep breaths here, relaxing the body and calming the mind. On your next exhale out, we're going to launch forward into some circular, active, young cat-cows. Going one way, really pushing through the side body, reversing the circle, and getting everything you can out of the openings of your hips, waking up the knees, waking up the shoulders. And then back we go to tabletop, where we're going to thread the child. Up comes the right arm, you follow it with your eyes, and then down we go, thread the needle. Right shoulder on the mat, left hand up towards the sky, or you can twist it around and grab the inside of your right thigh and use that as leverage to open up the upper body in this amazing twist. You might rest your hand on the small of your back to feel support there. Find what works for you. This is deepening your lung capacity, making it easier to breathe. It's boosting immunity, replacing sluggish meridian channels with vitality, energy, and flow. We take deep breaths here, resting the head, relaxing the face, maybe closing the eyes as you let everything go. One more deep breath here, and when you're ready to exhale it out, you're going to come on up and return to tabletop, where we'll do a couple more cat-cows, straightening the arms, elbow creases pointed towards each other as you do long exhales out, allowing the spine to flex, muscles parallel to each other. And on your next breath in, we're going to lift the left arm up, follow it with your eyes, and thread the needle the other way. Right arm can come up as you rotate into the twist. You might put some pressure on the small of your back for support. You might wrap that right arm around the inside of the left thigh and give yourself some leverage for opening up the front body. This is a wonderful pose for returning to activity after recuperation or recovery from illness. It opens up the meridians, activates the chi, and returns vitality to the entire body. You might want to close your eyes here, relax your forehead, relax the skin of the face, relax your hips, buttocks, ankles, and toes. Deep breaths here, in and out, until you're ready to come on over to tabletop, where you straighten the arms, press energy into the fingertips, and give the spine a flex, and we're going to come on round to flat back on the mat. Here we're getting ready to do some recline twists. I like to rock the hips over to the right and let them fold down to the mat towards the left. You can have your head straight looking up at the ceiling or twist it over to the right. The idea is to get both shoulder blades flat on the mat or as flat as possible. We're going to add an isometric move by holding that right leg down while it's trying to escape. So you've got energy going up, all while it's being held in place. We're going to take deep breaths here and utilize, again, Ujjayi breath, that soft susurration sound in the back of the throat as you let everything melt into the mat. Hold the isometric for as long as you want. We're ready to let go. We're going to come on up and do the other side. I'm turning right around because I don't have a lot of space here, and scooting over to my left so I can rock the knees down to the right, repeating this beautiful spinal twist that's so beneficial for energizing the body. Again, I'm going to go straight into the Ujjayi breath. I'm working on getting my shoulder blades flat and even across the mat, letting gravity release tension from the spine, opening the chest, opening the hips. Here I bring down my right hand, lay it on top of my left thigh or knee. The knee is trying to escape, pop up, but I don't let it. So it's an isometric move with my intention to widen the space between the bones of the small of the back, opening the hips, strengthening the pelvis. From here, I just let everything go. Gravity's going to do its work. On your next exhale out, we're going to move right over into full length, flat back into the mat, stretching out the spine, arching the back, exhaling, hands down to your sides, and we're going to move into Wiggle-asana, that wonderful posture that vibrates the body, activates the channels. The feet are fishtailing, the hips are swinging, the shoulders are relaxed. Relax the neck and exhale it all out into Shavasana, corpse pose. As you melt into this posture, you can feel the energy zinging up and down the spine, opening up the channels, bringing nutrients and vitality from the practice to every cell, every part of your being. Deep breaths here, and you're welcome to stay in Shavasana for as long as you like. And when you're ready, on your next exhale, you can bring the knees up, feet flat on the mat, roll it on over, and we'll find Sukhasana. Here we're going to lift our arms up into a position of gratitude. Wrists are pushing energy up towards the sky as we take a deep breath in. Congratulations, you've made it through all 7 days of Remedies for Fatigue. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Let me know what you think in the comments. Namaste.